Hello everyone, my name is Botanist Cool, and today we're going to be painting more Pride comps, specifically the Agender and the gender fluid minis we have here. Welcome on in, Archimedes. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Where is my proper... Perfect. But yeah, we're going to be painting these guys and continuing on with them and getting them all good to go. I need to figure out what colors I mixed for this guy, because it's not ones I remember. Oh, probably a little bit of this. But yeah, here are the minis right now. They're not done, but yeah. It certainly isn't. We can always treat it like it is, I guess. Let's get still trying to figure out what that right blend was. A little paler green. You gotta mix a little bit more green flame in there, because fuck that color though. Green flame's a shit. Too much of that. Try it again. This time we're going to just follow that and that is better. I'm gonna get my glasses out of this. So I just ordered a binder online. Hell yeah, dude! That's awesome. I hope it's comfortable. I know sometimes it can be uncomfortable, so I hope it's comfortable, and I hope it helps with all the vibes and making life feel a little bit better. Dysphoria, that's the word I was looking for. I hope it helps with any dysphoria. And I hope it just gives you the presentation you want. Or helps with it, at least. Ah, gotcha. Well, it's on its way. That's good. We love to see that. I'm going androgynous like I own the concept. Fuck yeah, own it, dude. Fucking own it. That really... Why is that? That's so fucking thick. Because I mixed this color of green flame potential. Non-cis programmer stereotype? Hell yeah, dude. Fucking go for it. Hey Finn, how you doing today? Thank you for the lurk, Finn. Fifteen-year-old self more closely. I already know I didn't fall into the binary. Hey, you got there. That's all that matters. You got where you want to get. That's all that matters. Churchill, hello! How you doing today, friend? Actually, let me get my fucking, now that I think about it. Not perfect, but... We are painting some more BattleTech. Specifically, we had in July we had a trans rights charity event. And I did a giveaway for minis that I was painting. So we did a transgender Pride Dragon, which I already gave away. And we are finishing up PrideCom, which is a bunch of BattleTech minis in transgender colors. So we're doing the agender and the gender fluid today, and we're continuing on those. Is this figurines the same where the paint was chipping? Paint chips on every figurine depending on how you work on it. So a lot of WizKids minis do a lot of chipping because they have a lot of primer on them and stuff like that. These guys do not chip as much. It's just that the colors on these guys are a little tough to paint with. Some of them, hell yeah. Do tell me your pronouns. So I know I usually do gender neutral dude and baby and stuff like that. Like, yeah, baby, that kind of shit. So like, tell me what you're comfortable with and I'll make sure to listen to it or put it in that, there's a thing there. She, her? Hell yeah. If you're okay with dude, tell me. If not, I'll do like dudette or some shit like that, yeah? Churchill, hey yo, pop off this. Hey, cool dude? Fuck yeah, Churchill, let's go. Also, just so you know, there's an extension that you could put your pronouns basically up in the chat. I forgot what the extension is, but it does exist. But yeah, no, we love that. So we're doing trans pride mini. So this is gender fluid, agender. Obviously we have transgender. This one was the hardest one to do because the colors are fucking hard to work with, in my opinion. Intersex. There's a little circle here. And non-binary. These guys are also hard to work with. Also, when it comes to BattleTech, they often recommend a full body wash. I don't like that on BattleTech, but I did it anyway, so now I'm kind of paying for it. So, yeah, we're just kind of paying for that. I'm going to move this a little further back so I can put it a little higher. But yeah, I do more pin washing now. The white wasn't the most difficult part. So I mean, the white is difficult, right? So I did prime it black and I did go up to white, which I should have primed it white and just stayed around the area. Or rather, what I should have done was I should have gone to standard Mechanist gray, uniform gray, then gray sear. Because gray sear or Corax white are very close to white, and then used white to highlight it rather than use white as the primary color. I shouldn't use white as that primary color. That's the wrong option. Using something like gray sear or Corax white, which is an off-white, as the primary color is a better option. That's only something that I've learned more recently, though, that I actually applied to this mini, hilariously enough, by going to uniform gray then yellow. Because yellow has a similar problem, right? Yellow has the problem where it's very hard to get that color looking good. So oftentimes what people will do is actually put a pink layer beneath it and then go yellow. I decided to do gray because I'm not trying to get a glowy yellow. I'm trying to get like a little mechany yellow. So that's what I decided to do, and it came out pretty good. But this also has the problem of, hey, these pinks are they're pink, and these blues are very blue, and they're very light. If I did do a lighter primer, it would have been better, but also if I did a better wash, it would have been better. But some of these do chip, and I see some of the chips. Even though I've sealed them, they're still chipping, and I don't know how to stop all the chipping. But some of those chips are only visible with my magnifying glass shits, you know? But, some chip, some don't chip. I don't know how to stop necessarily all the chipping. I think some of it's just the pigment of the paint itself. Or how long I let it sit before I actually take care of it. So I'm trying to actually work on getting projects done when I start them, essentially, so they don't chip. But yeah. The extension paint. Oh, thank you very much, Archimedes. But, yeah. It was difficult to get the white right. Also difficult to get the pink right and the blue too. I don't remember exactly what I said in my videos, which I probably complained about it a lot on my videos, because like, yeah. Probably complained about it a lot on my videos. I know I'm a complainer. Yeah, I don't have that extension. I fucked up, dude. Like, I know it is an extension. I know I filled out that extension. I didn't put it as a command. That's my problem. I fucked up there. I'll look it up online to do the pronouns later. Don't worry about it, and I'll put it as a command. I'll take care of it. Literally my responsibility as the streamer. I'll take care of it. Yeah, exactly. I have no doubt I complained about all of these my videos. The thing is, like, some of these paints are also about 2 years old now. So they're pretty old paints. The pigments aren't always perfect on them either. So like I don't get always perfect results I want. Yeah, there's a lot of reasons. These days have been tough for me. A lot of it does come down to me not being patient, and if I'm being honest though. I need to work at being more patient when yeah, exactly. Okay, I'm not too worried about the pronoun pick. I'll put that up soon. It's an external extension, not one that's directly on. I do need to get decent paints. I got a D&D bundle years ago, which is still primarily what most of my paints are, is a D&D bundle. And not every paint's good. Like, as an example, one of my worst paints is this paint. It absolutely sucks. It has so little pigment in it, and it barely holds its color, and it's one of the worst things I've ever had to fucking work with. But to make the color I'm making now for this green, I gotta use it. By mixing it with a better color, green skin. So, like, one of those that when I get the money, I'd like to buy a better paint set. That will be a future thing. Certainly not now. But then again, part of it's also skill and me knowing how to brush the paint. Part of it's also the shitty pigment. Sometimes I think I also get my layers too thin. I don't do enough layers, but I don't know. I never had any formal training. Ah, fuck. I'll fix it. Like a little or something. Hold on, you. I think in general I've done decent on these minis, but like I know it's basically just, hey, here is a lot of what you used to do stuff versus what you are doing now, and the two things are clashing a little bit. Which is normal, but at the same time also like I was just at fucking Games Workshop yesterday. I should have gotten a better green there. Got it. If I could get enough money from Twitch in the next couple of months, I'm going to just get new. Get a whole new paint set from Army. Or see if I could get it on sale on Black Friday would be good actually. Keep an eye on that. Like this weird part of the underarm here that I'm trying to get. Like the weirdest angle. Pain in the ass to get. Oh yeah, I got a Ko-Fi. If people want to take a look at that, feel free to. Don't feel obligated. I don't think I have those alerts set up. I gotta keep a better eye on that if I'm being perfectly fucking honest. I also got a throne where you can send me gifts, which include paints and minis and stuff like that. But again, don't feel obligated. It's one of those things that I have. I'm gonna stretch real quick. Fuck me. Stretch and hydrate. I'm gonna give myself some water too. I'm a thirsty bitch, baby. But yeah, both are great ways to support me. Throne is one of them that just automatically sends me like supplies and what have you. And Ko-Fi is one of the ones that does directly send payments to the PayPal connected to the account. So like they're both great options. None of them, again, none of them have to be don't feel obligated for any of them, but they're cool ones. All right, back on. Always got these glasses since I've gotten them have been such a big fuck. So happy I got them. It really helped looking. Actually, there's something I should. Actually, hold on. I need to look up something now that I think about it. Thank you. Exactly, but gotta think of something. Hold on. Let me get my laptop on. I need to look something up real quick. Actually, fuck. I need to close my fucking Ko-Fi link. I hadn't considered that. Hold on. I need to actually close my Ko-Fi link. Until I do more research on it. Oh, that's on the fucking... Oh, it's a Ko-Fi bot link. It's a really weird thing. I'm gonna tell you guys this. I'm on Medicaid, and I make barely the amount of money that would keep me on Medicaid, just below it. I might need to close out my Ko-Fi link, actually, because if people do support me via there, I could lose all my insurance. Yay. Isn't that great? Exactly. Yeah. The best way to support me will be via Throne, not Ko-Fi. I'm gonna change my things then. Thank you for bringing that to my attention. I hadn't considered it in a while until recently. One of the most fucked up things, guys. I'm gonna tell you about the United States medical bullshit, insurance bullshit. One of the most fucked up things is that if you are on Medicaid, if you are on Medicaid, you cannot make more than $1,600 a month. So I live off of $1,500 some odd dollars a month. and then that's all taxed. So I end up living around $1,200 a month, right? Maybe 14. So actually, yes, I am required and obligated to report my Twitch earnings. And there's a 5-year look back program where they can and will penalize and fine me if I don't report all income. So I've had to report all my Twitch income as well. And because Twitch income has in general been $60 every 2 to 3 months, they don't care too much about it. However, it is considered in North Carolina as an odd job, not a hobby. So there's a difference between the hobby and an odd job when it comes to North Carolina law. They won't tell me what the fuck the difference is, but this is considered an odd job, Twitch is. So, as an example, North Carolina law also considers if I get help from family consistently. Yeah, no, it definitely no. It's $600 if I recall correctly here, essentially. But if I get help from family, let's say my mom decides to spend me $50 a month, right? My mom says, "Hey, Steph, $50 a month just to help with groceries." That is considered unearned income and is taxable under North Carolina law. And will destroy my ability to get Medicaid. 100% destroy it. If my mom sends me $50 during my birthday, that's acceptable. But if my mom sends me $50 continuously, it's considered unearned income. I would have to talk to my Medicaid worker more for more details. But because my job actually gets me to that limit of pre-tax limit I have when it comes to actually working, the fact that I make straight up forcing you into a certain income, well, yeah, no, it does. It straight up forces you into a very specific income, right? So until I can either make enough money on a job where I don't need, it's one of those weird things, right? You can get medical. Well, here's the thing, right? So like, all right. Here's the funny thing. If and it's so hard to get through the laws too. To my understanding, what the laws are is that I have odd job income when it comes to Medicaid via Twitch, right? Yeah, it's different here. I mean, Medicaid's a statewide thing half the time. There's different requirements via state. Yeah, they could really penalize you for that shit, and they have a up to 5 years. They can just decide to like say, "Hey, fuck you." Yeah, and here's the thing: PayPal now gives you a 1099 miss if you earn more than $600 via PayPal. You get a 1099 miss on PayPal no matter what. That is just federal at that point, because they took away that you get taxed on independent businesses above $600. So if you get if I get over $600 on Twitch, it's fucked up, isn't it? Like, in the weirdest way, I could earn more money if I didn't have Medicaid, but I'd also die. You know what I'm saying? That's the fucked up thing. And they make it so confusing that even if people want to support you, like, if people want to support you, so like I can only make $1,616 pre-tax every month. And now I have to refile every 6 months instead of every year for my Medicaid, mind you. And I need to provide evidence that I don't understand it fully. I'm not the tax expert. I just asked the person, hey, I do XYZ, tell me what I need to do. Do you have any other form of income? And I go, well, yes, I do. I have income in terms of Twitch. You think? So like, I did get a few Ko-Fi things. It's like 30, 40 bucks. I'm like, yeah, that's fine. But I think I'm also like, how much, you know, how much support can you get before you end up losing your medical care? You know what I'm saying? Unless I take a few hours off of work, which is also perfectly fine. I could do that too. Make enough money, just take a week off work. It's fucked up. It's really fucked up. The United States healthcare system forces you to stay in a specific tax bracket, in a specific income bracket, if you do not have private insurance. Because if you need insurance of any kind, you will need to get Medicaid or Obamacare, yada yada, and that's only for specific income brackets. I'll have to look more into North Carolina law, but yeah. From what I understand, things like Throne don't really affect it because they're gifts technically, and you don't purchase them. And there's no income there, quote unquote. But they might too. I don't know. I have to double check it, honestly. But Medicaid is meant to make you suffer, but also have access to the doctor. It's the wildest thing. You can't have groceries on Medicaid, but you can go to the doctor for $4. That's the fucked up thing about the United States healthcare system. I could just go without healthcare and get a seasonal full-time job, as an example. I could get a seasonal full-time job in the park system and go without healthcare. But I also know that accidents happen. I'm not guaranteed to stay healthy my entire life, and I've already got physical disabilities on my fucking legs. Thing? I need to take care of that shit. And the doctor alone's gonna charge me 70, 80 bucks every visit. That's not including prescriptions. Yeah, there's my Throne. A lot of stuff on my Throne. Again, don't feel obligated, but if you want to get something, get some. There's an extra shipping fee there. But yeah. Or just send it to my P.O. box via your Amazon. Also an option. Because that will actually save you money, because Throne will charge you a shipping fee. So yeah, send it to my P.O. box. Actually, I should have a P.O. box command. Hold on. This is just a day of going through my commands and fixing them, huh? I do have a P.O. box. Yes, it can. No, yeah, it can. The difference is when it's consistent. Then it's considered unearned income here in North Carolina. I can, as an example, let's say Finn, you say, hey Steph, I know you need some extra money this month. I'm just gonna give you 15 bucks this month on your personal PayPal. It's considered a gift. But if you say, I'm gonna give you 20 bucks a month, that's unearned income. To the best of my understanding, because I've had people who've been like, Steph, I want to support you. Like personal people who's like, Steph, I want to send you some money. I'm like, let me look this up real quick, because we can because like if you send it on a friend's and you send it on a personal about PayPal, it's a gift and it's not taxed and anything like that, but it can be considered under gift. Oh, thank you. Wait, who got me the gift? A throne. Wait. What? Hold on, let me see what happened here. I saw the little thing on the top right hand, left hand corner. Archimedes! Thank you so much. What'd you got me? You got me. Oh, let me see what it was. Archimedes, thank you. I saw it was a dragon. I didn't know which. I don't know which dragon it was though. Hold on. You sent me a young red dragon. Thank you so much. Oh, that's gonna be a lot of fun to pick because it comes with a little fireball. Fuck yeah! Thank you, Archimedes. I greatly appreciate it. I'll give you an update when it comes by for sure. And we'll be painting it. Thank you so much, Archimedes. I really appreciate it. That's so awesome of you. Actually, something else you could do. I'm just, sorry. You could tell that for a while now, I have been trying to understand this system the best I can, and it doesn't fucking work. This system is broken. It is actively harmful to people who do not have money. It is dangerous. It's maybe an early Christmas gift. Oh, thank you. I really appreciate it. I do. I sincerely do. That's awesome. Thank you very much, Archimedes. I really appreciate it. Hold on. You know, let's I'm gonna go on Google. North Carolina Medicaid laws. Let's take a look at this shit. Now, this is becoming a research stream, guys, less than a painting stream. We are researching Medicaid laws. Is this the content you want? Is this the fucking content you guys want? Income. How Medicaid defines income. Healthcare.gov. What includes income? Marketplace savings is a second of years. So what is included as income? This is the learning channel. This is a learning channel. Yeah, we're TLC. We're not that TLC. All right. Alimony from divorces, capital gains, foreign income, federal taxable wage jobs, investment incomes, rental, royalty, retirement, pension, self-employment income. That's where we'd be under when it comes to Twitch and thing. So self-employment, unemployment compensation. Fuck that. If you're unemployed, you shouldn't have to do that. No. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Don't include these kinds of incomes. Alimony, child support, tax credits, gifts, proceeds from loans, supplementary insecurity income. I actually had a nightmare about my student loans last night, guys. That's fucking wild, isn't it? Workers' compensation, veterans disability. Okay. So, the question is, what's the difference between self-employment income and gifts when it comes to streaming, right? Because you can say they're donations on stream as much as you want. They're not. That's income. All right, North Carolina Medicaid eligibility. What's included in your family size? Me. Family size of one single person. Your family, if you don't complain, a pregnant person looking for. Yeah, there are literal law offices that just say, and quote, giving gifts to loved ones who likely need Medicaid assistance in the near future is not advisable. Holy shit. These are just law offices that are just straight up saying, don't give gifts to loved ones if they're on Medicaid. And there's a difference between the IRS gifts and Medicaid gifts. The IRS defines a gift as a transfer of property or money to another person without expecting anything of equal value in return. For tax purposes, the IRS allows an annual gift tax exclusion. As a result, in 2024, you can give up to $18,000 to a person per year without incurring gift taxes, right? Medicaid gift, on the other hand, has a different set of rules when it comes to gifts. Medicaid is a need-based program that helps cover healthcare costs for individuals. Yeah. One of the key aspects is the look-back period. This period is typically 5 years before the date you apply for Medicaid. During this time, any gifts or transfer assets that you can be made will be scrutinized. If Medicaid finds you have given away assets during this past, you could face a penalty period. This penalty period delays your eligibility for Medicaid benefits. For example, if you gave $50,000 to your children within the look-back period, Medicaid would divide the amount by the penalty divisor and determine your penalty period. This can result in months or even years when you're ineligible for Medicaid benefits. That's giving away gifts to get Medicaid, not when you're on Medicaid. That's why, as an example, like thrown gifts don't matter to the IRS, as an example. Oh shit, we have 11 viewers. Hi. Hi, all 11 viewers. I'm talking about Medicaid eligibility here in North Carolina. While forgetting to do that, but like, yeah, so here's what it is. According to various law offices and lawyers and the Medicaid itself, Medicaid website itself, what we're talking about when it comes to gifting, income, etc., is very, very, very nuanced. You can have, hold on, let me put on the fan. It's getting a little hot in here. You can have, as an example, a Christmas gift. That is considered a gift because the IRS considers a gift as something you're giving to someone with no expect of anything in return, and can be up to $18,000 a year. So you can get a Christmas gift, no problem, right? That's why when grandpa gives you $100 on Christmas, you're not taxed on it. However, Medicaid has a different system because Medicaid works on benefits, not on tax, and it works on need, not on income. So, well, it does work on income, but what Medicaid needs you to do is to adhere to a very strict income limit. In a lot of cases, it can be up to $1,800 a month. For my case specifically, it's $1,616 a month here in North Carolina. I cannot get past $1,616 a month in North Carolina pre-tax, or I will lose my Medicaid benefits, right? From there, you could look at gifts. A little bit of money for a dinner. You go out with friends and they give you $15, no problem. A little bit of money for groceries. Mom says, hey, get an ice cream on me. You get your ice cream on them, no problem, right? If you get a continuous source of income, quote unquote, income could be $10 from mom and dad every month. That is considered unearned income. That probably won't be like too heavily scrutinized because I make similar via Twitch. Essentially, I make like $30 every, $60 every 3 months, which is like $20 a month. But yeah, if you're self-employed and make money from a revenue source such as Twitch, you need to report it. If you don't, you could be convicted on Medicaid fraud. Yay. And if you end up getting gifts in terms of cash donations, etc., you could also get Medicaid fraud. But it's also one of those where it's like, it's one of those where now I'm questioning literally every form of support that you can get via Twitch, typically speaking, because I don't know what the Medicaid implications are. Hilariously, like, let me put it like this. If the Trump administration succeeds in their bullshit and getting rid of Medicaid, getting rid of the Obamacare and all that kind of stuff, I could work a lot more. I could open up Ko-Fi, I could open up Throne, no threat. That is easy stuff, right? That's stuff that just like, yeah, it makes sense. I can now do that because I have no restrictions on that. I won't have any health care, and I will have to get injured on the job if I get hurt to get any kind of health care. But it leaves open avenues for getting the more occasional support and someone being like, hey, Steph, it's me, mom, let me help you out with $10, $15, $20 a month. If I made less money, if I made $1,000 a month, I could get, and I could have that buffer essentially, right? If I made $1,000 a month, I can say, yeah, I made an extra $600 here and there. That would still be fine. You know what I'm saying? But I don't. I make $1,600 a month essentially. I am lucky enough that my job pays me $19.42 an hour, and I work 20 hours a week. So I'm making just under my legal limit for what I need for Medicaid. Which already puts my which I'm pretty sure, because my Twitch is so irregular at 3 months, is why they don't consider it anything severe. But like, it's one of those where it's like I have to actually balance my hours with my employer, and I go, hey, employer, I can't work these days because I worked 21 hours this week. I need to take 1 week off. I need to take an hour off next week. It's one of those. It's fucked up. How Medicaid actively limits you and prevents you from doing more work. Or just you die. That's it. That's what Medicaid's all about. Not that Medicaid's a bad thing. I think Medicaid is the start of what needs to be a more widely adopted stance of giving people free fucking healthcare and charging the billionaires and the now trillionaire Elon Musk his fair due in fucking taxes so that everyone else can actually live. Wild fucking idea, huh? And now what they want to do is the government, specifically the Republicans, want to raise Obamacare premiums by about 600%. And that's why they shut down the government, mind you. They shut down the entire government so they could take away our easy access to healthcare through Obamacare. That's it. Lindsey Graham said it himself recently. It was just like, yeah, we're not going to give you guys fucking we're not going to give you guys tax credits anymore on your fucking Obamacare. You're going to fucking suffer, essentially. He didn't say it like that, but he's like, yeah, we're not making Obamacare accessible for you guys anymore. Fuck you, is what he recently said. And they're going to use this government shutdown to say, look how inefficient Obamacare is. Like, no, look what you fucking actively chose to sabotage. Oh, yeah, no, don't worry, no. That's not going to be, Throne's not going to be a big issue from what I can tell. It's one GIF, it's not going to be a big issue. But it is something that, in general, I have to balance. It's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. I greatly thank you for sending me the mini. I really do. It's awesome. I'm going to cherish it. And I'm going to paint the shit out of it. It's going to be a great paint. It's just one of those where it's like, you can tell how little the government cares about its people. You really can. Fucking Musk gets $1 trillion fucking settlement. No, you're good. Don't be anxious. It's only 19 bucks anyway, so like that's not something that's gonna trigger. But it's just one of those things that I will complain and criticize the American government on every time, is how they handle poverty. They handle poverty like it's a moral thing, like you as a person deserve to suffer for being impoverished. And that's fucked up. That's absolutely fucked up. The American government's just like, yeah, you don't have money, you deserve to suffer. And the little help we will give you will be so conditional that we will force you into this income bracket where you cannot succeed. You cannot. I go to food banks. Probably a bit more, yeah. I thank you very much. I know the Canadian dollar system. So thank you very much. I really, really do appreciate it. I do. Just one of those where it's like, I gotta think of it. I hate it. I hate that I have to think about people generous as a shit. Are they gonna destroy as a thing where it's like I got over thing? That's not fun. It's not good. Why should kindness be punished? Is my personal. Yeah, don't worry about it. I'm keeping what I know is good up, essentially. Like, Throne's gonna be fine. Keeping that up, because I know I'll be fine. So-Fi's one I have to do more research in. I appreciate it. It's only the state's fault for punishing the defavorized? Yeah. It's Ko-Fi I have to do more research on. I will have to do research on things because I was just like, ah, shit, you know, I should do research on that. You know? It's actually one of the reasons why I made my current commissions charity-based instead of paying me-based. No money goes to me. No shipping money, no nothing like that. Like, everything has to be paid for by the person doing the commission. Because my Medicaid stays intact at that point. Part of the reason why my commissions are charities, not me being paid. The other part of it is because I just do really want to do charity work, right? I feel like doing charity work once a year is not enough. Cool ass red dragon come, maybe. I did. Once I get a full-time job, which I am trying to actively do, but they are getting a lot harder to find and get, open everything back up. No fucking limits. I actually applied to a really nice position recently that I'm hoping for information back on soon. The position closes in December though, so I don't expect to get the. Sorry, the application closes in December, so I don't. I have applied to a few nice positions I really want to hear back from. Wish me luck there. Oh, I love Gen Z and what the fuck Gen Z is doing. Fuck yeah, Gen Z's our hope. Millennials have to get on the program. To be fair, a lot of millennials like myself are already on the program, but then you get more with the program and actively fight. I know we're fucking tired because we were fighting before Gen Z. Now we got the reinforcements, we gotta fight with Gen Z. We're just gonna hurt a lot first. That's gonna be the thing. We're gonna hurt a lot. will hurt a lot. Be a lot of pain. One more question, actually. Hold on. One more question for the online. Okay, yeah. Oh well. Again, I try to do my most thorough research. I'd like to see the U.S. get back to a place where it's going to take care of its citizens, but that doesn't look like it's happening. Might. I hope it does. We got at least two more. We got at least one more year, depending on the next midterm election. 3 more after that. But like cases like Mandami's case is fantastic, where we start seeing like the fucking Democrats need to realize that their centrist, practically full right position not going to work anymore. They need to leave it to the young people now. Like, I'm sorry, Schumer, get the fuck out of there. You're old. You don't know how to work. You don't even know what a PDF is. Get out of there. Let young people fucking fight for what young people want. You don't know what young people want. Anything with you, Pelosi? Miss insider training like no fucking tomorrow. The one exception is Bernie Sanders, and even then he's kind of less than perfect in some areas. Hope so. Y'all see he put up a paper fucking sign for the Oval Office. It was paper with like fancy gold ink on it that says Oval Office. I'm like, are you? That's tacky as shit. Oh my god. Also, we shouldn't insult orangutans. They're very intelligent. Anyway, sorry for that very depressing sidebar. A very depressing sidebar indeed. Let's see what I got. Lead Belcher's right here. Exactly. He doesn't believe a lot of things. He believes bleach is good in the blood. It kills COVID-19 or something. That's the... Hell yeah! Love new glasses lenses. I need to get new glasses myself soon too. The Medicaid does cover vision, so I'm looking into it. That's what happens if you let an 80-year-old ramble, honestly. He needs to be voted out as soon as possible. Here's the good news, though. I'm going to say it like this. Trump said one thing correctly. The reason why the GOP didn't win in these off-season elections is because he wasn't on the ballot. After he dies, which is going to be soon, he's fucking old, right? After he dies or is so notably incompetent, it's ridiculous to say he's competent in any way, shape, and or form. After he becomes irrelevant, they're not going to win. It's that simple. It's just that fucking simple. That's the one thing he was right about, was that because he was not on the ballot, the GOP lost. And I agree with that statement. Because it's not a political movement that Trump is. Trump is a populist celebrity movement. That's all he is. I know Trump voters who next year are going to have significantly higher healthcare premiums because they're on Obamacare. And they vote for him because they think he's the best person in the world and they worship him. The amount of glazing done to this man is ridiculous, right? So, So once he is gone, yeah, he's a populist. That's exactly what it is. He's nothing but a populist, and once his influence is gone, you have that fervor die down. They're just gonna stop voting because no one else can replace that populism. They've tried. It's not happening. The problem is, how do you stop that populism from destroying everything before it, how do you stop that populism from hurting people? That's the question. You could say, oh yeah, here, I'm a straight white man, cis, I have no issues, I have a $100,000 well-paying job, I don't see the issues, right? And those are the people who do not care about what Donald Trump's policies actually are, but just love him as a celebrity. And then the same people who make less than that, where it's like, yeah, it's a celebrity, I like him. My rich friend says he's great. Right? And the thing simply is that once that influence is gone, all those people are gonna be like, well, shit, now Trump's gone, everything's done, I'm gonna sit down and do nothing. And much better. Think about it like this. Ron DeSantis could not replace Trump. He tried. He tried being a second Trump. It did not work. J.D. Vance is not going to do it. He's actually going to be in a lot of trouble because what he's doing right now is very anti-Christian. He's actually treating his wife as a liability and disrespecting his wife. A very anti-Christian thing to do because she's of a different religion. And not only that, he's being treated as an outsider in the GOP as well. So now he has to choose between his wife and his fucking career, essentially. Which I would expect. I expect him to choose his career, honestly. I do not expect him to choose his wife. He's not a man of high moral standing. I expect that he will try to force his wife into Christianity. He can maintain a comfy... But just one of those where it's like, he's a populist. Eventually, once he dies, that movement dies. But you have to recognize not everyone has that time. It's just like in, just like Reagan. Yeah, we survived Reagan, but how many people died because of Reagan? You know what I'm saying? So many fucking people died, and so much harm was done to the LGBT community. You can say that, yeah, we survived Reagan, and we did, but a lot of people didn't. And diminishing those deaths, in my opinion, is immoral. Never forget fucking Vietnam, yeah. Most pointless war we could have. It's really funny. I know some conservatives who really love Star Wars. They vote for Trump. Like, you clearly have no fucking understanding of what Star Wars was. When George Lucas himself said, I really hope the whole MAGA movement dies down when he dies and dies during this term. Yeah. No. His influence on global politics is absolute bullshit. He's the one person who united fucking Asia in a mutual disdain for fucking Donald Trump. Like, you got China, Japan, and Korea working together because they all hate Donald Trump. That's insane. Media literacy is very hard to teach. Fucking insane. I know people who love Alien who don't realize it's fucking very liberal. George Lucas himself said that Star Wars was a commentary on the American Empire. That's the word he used. Not just the English and the Nazis, but the American Empire. But boy, did the interviewer try to get away from that point really fucking quick when he brought that up, huh? Remember, guys, this is not a stream we talk politics on. Never talk politics. I know some people are very frustrated, and for a very valid reason too. Also, the movie The Matrix. Yeah, I know, right? The creators of The Matrix are fucking trans. But like, here's another thing that is very valid to be frustrated about. The fact that United States politics is in such a bullshit array means that it influences the politics of other countries in very negative ways. And I know that a lot of people across the world are mad that, like, hey, there's shit happening here in Greece, here in the UK, here in France, here in Germany, here in Denmark, here wherever. But none of it can be taken care of because Mr. Orange piece of shit is so fucking insane it seems normal. They're taking things away from people who need disabilities. But it's normal because they're not Trump. They're doing war crimes, but it's normal because it's not fucking Trump. Therefore, a lot of issues in other countries get fucking ignored. Because it's not the insane bullshit that is Trump. Yeah, go for it, go for it. So share your country where you're from. Share stories. Share your story, go for it. Don't get me wrong, the United States is currently the country that is falling the fastest into fascism. And it is like the first domino you want to stop on any scale you can, international or not. But everything, yeah, when the CDU won in Germany, it was seen as a win. I do not know what the CDU is. And that's kind of a problem too, isn't it? I don't know what the CDU is in what is an ally of ours, quote unquote, because Trump is ruining all of our alliances. Who knows where the fuck that's gonna be? Like, I don't know what the CDU is. I should know some basics. Like, I know some basics of the UK, but I have friends and family there. Like, every other country knows United States politics very, very well. And I should be able to have access to other countries' politics and understand what's going on there too. So I'm not ignorant of them. But I don't, because we're fighting fascism 24/7 here. And very severe fascism. They're centrist? So they're right. They're quote-unquote centrist, but they're actually right-wingers, huh? They're the Republican light, the GOP light. The conservative light, that's the word I'm looking for. Thank you. A member of the Conservative Party was throwing a fit about the Liberal Party's proposed budgeting, so it was so poorly received by other members of the Conservatives that the Liberals became the majority. Oh my god! God damn. I remember back in the day, here in the United States, there was a guy who gave like a hoorah kind of thing at one of his Republican speeches. It was more like a yeah kind of thing, right? Like a really excited exclamation. And he lost the primaries because of it. He lost the primaries because he was excited. But no, now this guy gets to go on fucking TV and be like, yeah, kill people for fun. It's great. And it's okay. Every transfer's on the list. Okay, yeah, so they're just conservatives pretending to be centrist. Yeah, I gotcha. They're just fascist light. They're just paving the way, just like our GOP does. Yeah, it does. It does. The jokes write themselves. History rhymes. Exactly, fascist light. Yeah. Hey, fascist light is still fascist. They're still fucking fascist in my eyes. Putting any minority on the list, you're a fascist. So fucking. It's really funny. My trans German friend has updated me that it doesn't seem to be going anywhere for now, but keep an eye on it would be wise. Yeah, valid. Let me get my dry brush real quick. Give me 1 second. Oh, there goes my back. Oh, fuck my back. Oh, fuck. Okay, dry brush got him. Oh. Fuck me, huh? Okay, I gotta get a smaller dry brush. I gotta get a paper towel. 1 second, I'll be right back. Again. Alright, got my paper towel. There we go. For dry brushing, baby. Like, one thing that people don't know about Greece as an example is that a few years ago, Greece had to, like, destroy an entire party because it was just Nazis. Greece had to kick out an entire party from parliament because it was just literal Nazis. Is that 90% of something that's there? Yeah. It may never get through, but the fact that they're trying to like make it a thing and present people like that and try to make it a thing as a 100%. Just because it might not get through doesn't mean it's not absolutely infuriating and bullshit. It is disgusting. I remember I had to tell some people who, some family members who, of course, they love you quite a lot, right? They're like, oh, Steph, we love you. You're our family, yada, yada. I had to tell them, yeah, I've been on dates with people, and I'm never going to tell you who they fucking are because I don't trust you with LGBT individuals. And like, oh, what? And I'm like, yeah, no, fuck you. Their safety comes above your knowing of my personal life. Oh? This is not coming out well. I need a better color for this. Give me this color then. Like, I'm not screwing over my LGBT brothers, sisters, and siblings. Just because people are like, oh, well, we're family. You're supposed to tell me to fuck. There are people who you would typically be like, yeah, I've been dating this person for 5-6 months now. You would tell them, like, parents, what have you, right? I don't tell. I do not trust you if they're safe. If I'm gonna date someone, if you're gonna be part of my life with that thing, I have to trust you with their safety and mine. I do not. It hurts the parents a lot, but it's also just like, fuck it, you don't know. That's it. That's my boundary. And hopefully it gets them to think a little bit, because like, in all reality, people like that only start thinking when it really affects them. And the saddest thing to say, I think the thing that is going to be the most shit we actually have to be okay with trans people thing is that, hey, our son may have dated someone who's trans. We have to be okay with that, or we'll never know about his life. Because now it affects them. That's the only way they'll give a shit. Which is horrendous, but it's horrendous that has to be the way they care, right? That's bullshit. They should just... People should just, in my opinion, if you're a Christian, you should just care about everyone. But still, you know. It started snowing? Hell yeah, we love some snow, baby! Hopefully you don't end up with like 3 meters of snow like you did last time. A lot of snow. How about we get a little snow this year here in North Carolina? That'd be nice. Usually when it snows here, we get like a couple inches, and that's about it. And that's just all. Enough to make a little snowman, make some snowballs, and make a snow angel. Enough to enjoy. Not enough to freak out about when driving. In the last few years? Oh yeah. Yeah, I've had a white Christmas here and there. I only recently moved up to North Carolina, so it's not perfectly like been like white Christmases and stuff like that. But like I've never had like a pure white Christmas, you know. Like the songs say, it's actually, yeah. Like I've had it once or twice when I was in Canada. Emily, that's about it. Have yourself a very Merry Christmas. I do love the vibe of a lot of Christmas music, even though I am very staunchly atheist. It's such a fun musical vibe. Or like simply having a wonderful Christmas time. Fucking Paul McCartney and the Wings, great song. Or last Christmas I gave you my heart, and the very next day you gave it away. This year, I forgot those words, but you know. Or NSYNC's Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. What are the good Christmas holiday songs? I don't know many good holidays. I mean, I know a few. And like, I was raised Christian, so I was raised into Christmas vibe. You know. As a former typical, I remember I did Christmas carols back when I was a kid with the church. I'm Greek Orthodox, I was, right? And we learned all the Christmas carols in fucking Greek. Rocking around the Christmas tree and happy holidays. Everyone having merrily in the new old-fashioned way. That's a fun one too. For me nowadays, Christmas is more a season of capitalism and trying to show affection to the people you love via giving gifts and wants and yada yada, but it's definitely not a religious. It is very much a... That always play the Christmas playlist starting on the first Advent? Hell yeah. My family always made bread pudding. Well, not always. I started the bread pudding trend. My family made bread pudding because we started that. It was a great little trend, and I fucking loved it. It was a February special. We shouldn't be complete something like Merit. Ah, okay. Let's hope so. Let's hope so. Good vibes for like 1 week, and then it gets annoying. I know, right? You can only get so much. Mariah Carey's "All I Want for Christmas Is You." You can only get so much of that before you want to destroy the world, right? And my usual reaction to Christmas song is, yeah, it's valid. Oh, okay. I will say this: one of my funniest and one of my favorite memes, as of late, has been on Lethal Company's game when they. So Lethal Company has a mod that's called like the snail mod, right? It's like the indestructible snail that slowly follows you. There is a mod that changes the music of when the snail follows you to "So This Is Christmas," and I'm like, that's the funniest fucking thing. Are you kidding me? Just like this snail slowly following you, getting ready to murk you. It's the funniest fucking thing to me. Just like to "So This Is Christmas" specifically. It's so funny. There's also a mod to change that song to Sephiroth's theme, so like the bum 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 ba 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 ba, and to like a Dark Souls song, which I don't remember the Dark Souls song itself, but yeah. And 20 remixes of each, yeah, yeah. There are some very fun songs. And I will say some of the remixes are also a lot of fun. Like Ska2 Network has some great Christmas music that I've enjoyed because they just put ska in Christmas. So they have like Feliz Navidad. That's a very fun one. I think they also did the Mariah Carey song as well. They're also just a lot of fun in general as a musician. Chuck and retail, yeah. In retail, you have Mariah Carey, and that's about it. I would never want to work Christmas retail. However, I am working at the greenhouse I'm at. We are having a like citywide Christmas thing. So I am basically power washing nearly 24/7 to clean up the greenhouse. To basically make it look like it's never been used. French translation of the same songs. Oh, hell yeah, baby. Let's go. Gotta love the French versions. Are the French versions better or worse? That's my question. Portrait process. Sounds like they're just as bad. Oh, this is Christmas. I fucking love that so much. It will DMCA the shit out of me, but I love it. We should normalize not playing Christmas songs 24/7 during Christmas time. Yes, please, thank you. Here's the question. Is Die Hard a Christmas movie? My answer is yes. My tradition here is watching Asterix and Obelisk, Mission Cleopatra. I have no idea what that is, but it sounds great. No idea what that is, but it sounds great from the vibes. Mission Cleopatra? Yeah, I did not know that. I have to apologize. I do not. Claim it heresy or not. It's worth it? Alright, I'll trust you on that. It's not worth it, I'm gonna tell you, and I'm gonna be disappointed. Asterix conquers Rome? What? Asterix has done a lot, okay. Every German knows? Oh dear. I am not German, therefore I do not know this joke. It's very clear. 12 tasks of Asterisk has him going to Greece. It conquers more basically to do with the Herculean task. Other than the. Ah, okay. Love Greek stuff as a Greek. But they look at it. He conquers Rome, basically the Herculean task. Oh, yes, the. He goes to the Americas. Oh shit. So Asterisk is a character of some sort, basically. Is the vibe I'm getting. He does a lot of shit. They were releasing. Okay. French comic featuring two titular characters and their Gaulish village as they resist Roman invasion. Fuck yeah! That sounds cool as hell. I read all of them at some point? No. I love my local library. Great shit there. I wish I had a little bit more battle tech, but other than that, great shit. All right. So I'm finishing up right here for today because I am at that point where it's like I'm gonna start messing up things if I continue to paint. So I'm stopping here. However, stream's not gonna end. I'm gonna go clean up some stuff. Then we'll be back and we'll probably play a game. But yeah, be right back. Alright. I finished cleaning. Here is what we've done. We've gotten some really nice edge highlighting on a lot of the parts here through dry brushing and some actual things. However, there's more I have to learn with this. I've done pretty good on it so far. I would consider this to be near finished. And then I gotta do the base and all that kind of stuff. So I have a few more things to clean up. But like, that looks well edge highlighted. These look as edge highlighted as they can be because like they're under shade already. They're not gonna be edge highlighted. That looks good. That looks good. These look pretty good over here. Maybe smoothing out the gray a little bit. That's about it. Yeah, this is looking pretty schwanky. I'm liking it. All right, if you're on YouTube and watching this as a VOD, thank you very much, YouTube. I hope you had a good one. YouTube, and everyone, say goodbye to YouTube if you want to. YouTube, y'all, stay safe. Stay Botanist Cool, and we will see you soon. It looks goo. Bye, YouTube. Looks like goo. That's funny.